everybody, and welcome back to Lumiere. My name is Claire Summer. It is lovely to see you today. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's pick a card reading for you is this love worth waiting for? Okay, so in the pre-meditation, I predominantly was thinking about romantic connection, so this is where it will most resonate for you. You're welcome to check out one of the groups if it's something else that you're waiting for, or somebody else that you're waiting for which isn't a romantic connection, but it may not resonate as much, but you are welcome to see. So perhaps you're waiting for somebody to finish a course, or to get back together, or to make up their mind, or to get their shiz together, whatever it is that you're waiting for. Then hopefully this will give you an opportunity to reflect on your situation, to kind of see where you're at, where your person's at, where the energies are aligning. So that's what we're looking at today. I've got three beautiful groups for you. I will insert an overhead shot of the cards so that you are able to make your selection. We've got group 1, group 2, and group 3. So just use your intuition to guide you today as to which of the three groups will most resonate with you. You are welcome to pause the video if you need a little bit more time, all right? I just want to thank my Loomies, my amazing subscribers all over the world. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, for supporting each other. It's very sweet of you. If you want to find out more about me, more about the community, then there's loads of information in the description box and also on my website, so do check that out. But all the timestamps are in the description box. So yeah, make your selection and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 1, it is lovely to see you. Welcome to your reading. I just want to put out a quick trigger warning before we get started, just to let you know that in my readings I always say what I see in the cards. There's no sugarcoating. It's not my intention to hurt anybody or anything like this. I just want to give you sort of the real deal as to what I'm actually seeing in the cards. So please bear that in mind before you go ahead with this reading. All right, I'm going to start with your tarot cards today, and I will look at your oracle cards that you've chosen a little bit later. So we are opening the reading with 2 of Swords. We've got 10 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I see this as quite a challenging connection. We've got 3 of Cups. Judgment in reverse at the center of your reading. 7 of Cups, the Hanged Man. This is the good tarot. All my decks are linked in the description box. 2 of Cups and the Hermit. I'm sorry, these cards are super shiny. Look at that. Really reflecting back. So let's see what we've got here. So Virgo's energy is represented here, as well as Cancer's energy and Gemini's as well. So that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much. Like I was saying, I see that this is a challenging connection, that there's a lot of intense emotion here that I'm seeing in the reading. There is this, you know, opening the reading with this powerful 2 of Swords. So a decision needs to be made. I feel like you're really in limbo at the moment as to kind of what's going on. I feel like your person isn't giving you a lot of answers. I feel like they're giving you mixed messages, and that they're not giving you a lot of clarity, and maybe they're not giving you the answer that you need. Maybe you've been saying, look, I don't mind one way or the other. I just want to know so that I can get on with my life, or so that I can pursue other things, or I can put my attention somewhere else. I just want to know you know, what's going on with us, what's going on for the future. So this is what I'm seeing here. So there's this energy of you waiting for them to make a decision, right? But what I'm hearing from Spirit is perhaps you can take your focus off of them and what they are doing with their lives, or their decision, or waiting on them to make the decision. Take that power back into you, right? And you make the decision. It's always much easier if the other person makes the decision, because then the responsibility is out of our hands, and we're not always in that, oh, what if energy, because they're just like, oh, well, we're just like, oh, well, they've made that decision, there's nothing I can do about it. But what I'm seeing in this reading, and we'll talk about it further, is just like you stepping back into your power and making that decision for yourself based on what you want. And this is the most important thing right now, you know, what it is that you feel, what it is that's going to make you feel better, what it is that's going to help you like step back into your power. Because what I'm worried about seeing this is that it's the anxiety of it, or the uncertainty of it, is kind of making you lose your radiance a little bit. It's like undermining your confidence. I feel like you don't feel as good as perhaps you used to. Doesn't mean this person is a bad person or anything like this. Just sometimes the energies aren't quite right. You know, they don't lift us up. Someone in our life, in a romantic connection, should lift us up, should make us feel more, should create expansive energy. And what I'm seeing here is like an energy of contraction, of like a feeling less, or a feeling less than, or a feeling not quite unworthy in some way, but just like a little bit of a lower vibration, you know, not feeling so positive, so bold, so excited about life. So there's a decision here about whether or not to end it. You know, should I end it, or are they going to end it? Right? I don't think you should wait for them to say the word. I don't think you should wait for, what I'm hearing is to give you closure, right, on this situation. If that's what's resonating with you and you need closure, Spirit is saying you need to give that closure to yourself by making that your own decision based on the facts of how things are between you, or what has happened between you. So with this 2 of Swords to the 10 of Swords, you're making a decision about whether or not you want to end it, because it's just not feeling very good at the moment. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, there's this stagnant energy, feeling stuck, giving your power away, just saying, okay, well, you get to decide about this connection, you get to decide about this situation, feeling very stuck in a rut, feeling Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is always like a stuck cog in a machine. Like the whole thing's broken down because of like this one thing, and it's just creating this stuckness. And it also indicates things not being very successful either. So could just be that you're not feeling very good about the connection, or you're not feeling very good about that. But again, there's this energy of kind of waiting for them to let things flow, to create this unstuckness. And Spirit is really saying, well, how about you get the thing going, you get the machine going, and that machine is your own life and your own flow, right? So yeah, I feel like, let's talk more about what your person's going through. So I feel like your person's energy, right, their focus, their attention is more about having a good time right now. If they've been giving you mixed messages, or you don't know what's really going on with them, I feel like there is more depth, because we have this Judgment here in the center of your reading, but it's in the reverse. There is more depth to your person, more depth to their emotions, more depth to their connection to the world, but they are not accessing it right now. It's either something that they're just like, I don't want to know about healing my triggers, I don't want to know about connecting to somebody on a deep level because I feel afraid, or whatever it is. So what I'm seeing here is this kind of superficiality. Again, I'm not judging your person or anybody, all right? I'm just saying, sorry, I feel a bit emotional. I'm just saying what I see in the cards. So superficiality, or just kind of living on the surface of things right now. This is kind of where they're comfortable. This is what they want to be doing. So I see them spending a lot of time with their friends, or their family, or their tribe. You know, maybe drinking, maybe partying, 3 of Cups. But definitely this energy of them just wanting to have a good time and not thinking too deeply about things, not connecting with anybody too deeply, and just wanting to live on the surface of things. Right now, it's just kind of where they're at in their life. Because we have the 7 of Cups energy as well, so they're just like, your person in this reading is really keeping their options open, and Spirit is saying you should keep your options open as well to somebody who can really meet you where you're at, and really you know, offer you that beautiful love that you deserve and that you desire, and you know, can mirror back that beautiful love that you have in your heart space. But let's explore this deeper, because we have this Judgment in the reverse. So they're just, again, it just speaks of this kind of surface level, not necessarily superficial, let me get comfy, but just kind of relating to things, or relating to you, or relating to relationships in general. It's nothing to do with you personally. You can't take it personally. They're just living their life on a surface level right now. Maybe that's just like their bandwidth. Maybe that's as much as they can manage. But with this Judgment in the reverse, they're just not waking up to you know, how it is that they can meet your needs, right? Or what it is that they need to do to make this work. They're not waking up to the depth of this connection because they're just too busy connecting with people, maybe partying, maybe indulging, maybe having a good time, or just maybe being on the surface of things. And this is the most important thing for them right now in their life. We have the Hanged Man. I feel like this has, I'm just getting my water, which I put miles away. Hanged Man. I feel like you're very bound up with this. I think like you're very bound up in their energy. You're very bound up in kind of waiting for them to give you a yes or a no. I feel like it's holding you back, is what Spirit is saying. It's definitely holding you back. It's holding you back from kind of exploring other options which are available to you. You know, maybe somebody else has got a crush on you. Maybe somebody else that you can just connect with. It doesn't have to be anything serious. No one's asking you to give up on anything, but it's just like maybe just take a little bit of the focus back from them, put it onto yourself, see what else is available to you. Because what Spirit is saying is, with this Hanged Man energy, is that you're so caught up in this one person, you're missing out on other opportunities to connect. You're missing out on other opportunities to grow and to exchange, you know, good, blissful, loving feelings, and to have fun yourself by being so caught up in this. But, you know, there is this Two of Cups energy. So this does indicate, I feel like you see the potential there of this. You know, this isn't something that you've made up in your head. Your person does have love for you, but they're just not able to kind of really commit to it, or really get involved in it. I feel like it could be the energy of the right person but the wrong time. Like they're just not in a stage in their life where they really want to commit, or where they really want to do something serious, or where they want to do something long term. But you do have an affinity with this person. You do mirror each other. There is love there. And they do love you in their own way, but I just feel that way isn't, you know, they don't want to take it any further right now with this. But I see that you see the potential of this. Spirit is really cautioning against falling in love with somebody's potential, you know, just because there's like a beautiful attraction there, or an affinity, or an understanding. Obviously when you're with them you feel really good and you have a good time, but ultimately if they can't meet your needs and they can't give you what you want, and if they're perhaps even messing you around, or just keeping you in like a holding pattern with you and somebody else, or something else, some other responsibility in their life, or some other, not responsibility, but some other thing that they like to do with their time, then perhaps, you know, Spirit is saying, even though there's potential, you can't fall in love with that potential. You have to fall in love with the real person as things really are. It's a really hard lesson to learn. We've all been there. I have been there, definitely. And then we're closing the reading with the Hermit. And this is interesting because it is represented here by a door, the image of a beautiful door and keys. So that may be significant to you, but it's like, ending this reading, I see like a door opening for you when you make this decision. So we're opening the reading with like a decision needs to be made, and closing the reading with just like, well, when that decision is made, you open the door to new energy, right? I want you to feel reassured. Know that everything is working out for your highest good. I understand that there may be some like painful emotions attached to this. This is just a general reading, and these are just the energies right now. which is why I think Spirit is saying, just, you know, focus on yourself, Hermit energy. You know, let's reflect. Let's, you know, what are the lessons that we can learn from this? What's the bigger picture here? This is what the Hermit asks us to look into. And, you know, go forward with life through this door for you, through this gateway for you. What feels good to you? What is your bliss? What is the direction that you want your life to go in? Don't wait for this person to get their shiz together, right? And, you know, maybe by doing that, by going forward, by pursuing your own goals, that might create a shift in the energy for you in the future going ahead. But at the moment, I would say, based on this reading, don't wait for this person. You do you. Step into your power. If you need closure, give it to yourself. That can be a journey, but it can be done. And move through this beautiful new door that has this beautiful light here that Spirit is offering you, because there is so much goodness behind this. There is so much expansion. You'll feel better. You'll feel lifted up. Your vibration's going to raise. You're going to get back into right alignment. Things are going to feel like you're in the flow again, because there's so much stagnation here. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so we have the card Shallow, and it says superficiality, which is exactly what we're talking about with this Seven of Cups energy and the energies that I was picking up on with the Judgment in the reverse. So it's mirroring what we were talking about earlier, of just being on the surface level of things. So even though you have so much beautiful love in your heart space, your person isn't at a place in their conscious awareness to be able to connect to the depth that you have. Doesn't mean they're a bad person, it's just where they're at on their spiritual journey. I hope you can understand that. So don't let someone use you, because you are worth so much more than that. So much more. You deserve everything that you want in your heart, you know, everything that you desire, everything that you're trying to manifest. You deserve that. Sorry, I've got hair stuck to my mascara. You absolutely deserve that. And we have the card letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. I realize this may not be what you want to hear, but this is what's in the cards, and this is exactly what I was talking about going through that doorway, taking that empowered step, going through that doorway towards this beautiful light energy which is available to you, and feeling freedom. Freedom is available to you. I think the ultimate message is just about taking a bit of that, your energetic focus away from this person and waiting for them and anything that you've got invested in them, and just investing in it in yourself over the next few weeks, and then seeing how things, you know, and then check back in with yourself, check back in with them. So it doesn't mean to be forever, it's just like for now, pulling your energy back to nourish you, right, and your beautiful spirit. Will benefit you. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. We have the card New Direction. It's a very powerful message here. It's very clear. Hermit, you know, walking through this new door, letting go of that energy and going in a new direction towards this new dawn. And it's a decision that you make from your empowered energy, from your beautiful heart space, from being rooted and grounded in your own power. You know, there's an image here of this girl, and she's going off into a new dawn. So Spirit is really saying there is something that is more in alignment with you, that is more authentic to you, and someone who can mirror back the beautiful love that you have in your heart space, and really give you that love that you desire and that you deserve. You don't deserve crumbs. You don't deserve to be in a holding pattern, or to be made to wait, or to be second best. Okay, you are first best, you are chosen, and you are desired. This can be your mantra or your affirmation, if you like. We have the beautiful card Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. From the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. This is just really saying, this is very beautiful. There's Six of Cups energy here. There's Two of Cups energy here that I'm picking up on. There's butterfly imagery here, excuse me. And it's just saying, you know, if this connection feels like lack, right, if it feels like longing, real love feels like coming home. It feels nourishing. So Spirit is really saying, do you want love to feel like this? Do you want it to feel like you're in limbo? Do you want it to feel like longing, or do you want it to feel nourishing? and like coming home. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading. It has been my honor to read your cards and to spend this beautiful time and energy with you. I know it may not be what you want to hear, but remember, the ultimate message is to take a little bit of your investment out of this, put it onto yourself, nourish yourself in a way that feels really good, and then see how things unfold. All right, it's just a general reading, so take what resonates, and then let's check back in a few weeks time and see how those energies have shifted. But I love you all so, so much. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. People in our community have been getting amazing results with, you know, turning around difficult situations and coming into union with their beloved. So if you want to find out more, there's more about it on my website, but check that out if it resonates. But otherwise, have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 2. It is so lovely to see you. Before we get started, I do just want to put out a quick trigger warning. I did mean to do this at the beginning. Please don't ask the question if you don't want to know the answer right now. So, you know, this is really this beautiful opportunity for you to reflect and get clarity on your situation, but only take the messages here if they resonate with you, whether it's positive or negative. In my readings, I look at both light and shade to give you a full picture of what's going on. So I just want you to bear that in mind before we go ahead with the reading, especially if you are new to the channel. All right, I'm going to start with your tarot cards today. We'll take a look at the messages from Spirit regarding this situation and whether or not your person is worth waiting for. And then I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later on in the reading. Okay, opening your reading with Page of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. This is the Fountain Tarot that I'm using. Ace of Pentacles. All my decks are linked in the description box if you ever see one that you like. Knight of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles at the center of your reading. Justice. Page of Wands. 3 of Swords. And the Ace of Swords to close your reading. I'm sorry, these cards are so shiny. They're just catching the light. Okay, so I see Libra's energy represented here, as well as Aquarius energy represented here as well. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much. All right, so I see we've got Page of Swords here. Something wants to be said. I feel like, you know, there's some communication, or you need some communication, or you're in communication, but it feels a little bit unsatisfactory. Like they're not giving you the answers that they want. They're not saying how they really feel or what it is that you really need to hear to get clarity in this situation. I feel like it's kind of low level communication, or just like there's a lot of kind of social media influence when we see this Page of Swords kind of spying on one another. Maybe they're checking you out, maybe you are checking them out, seeing what they're at, what they're up to. Or just kind of, they may be asking around about you to other people, to their friends, to your connections. This could go vice versa. You know, just take it how it resonates. But yeah, opening this reading with this, like, they're keeping an eye on you, or you're keeping an eye on them. There's this energy of like looking for clues. Like, what do they mean? What does this text mean? What do they mean by this? Or again, this could go vice versa, or just kind of looking for clues into the information that they're getting, because there's so much. It's like there's gaps in the information, or, you know, gaps in what they're saying, and you're trying to, there's this energy of trying to fill in the blanks. So it could be you, it could be them. This is what I'm picking up on. They are invested in this connection with this 7 of Pentacles energy. You may have spent time together. You may have thought, you know, this had, just getting comfortable, this had potential. I feel like they've invested something in you. You know, it could be that you've got a friendship. It could be that you've spent time together, that you know each other quite well. You know, that this was going in a certain direction. This doesn't feel like nothing. It doesn't feel like something that's just been created in someone's mind. This feels like a real thing. So there is this investment here, but there's this definite energy of waiting for somebody to, you know, come up with the goods. There's this heavy energy of waiting for them to come forward with this opportunity, you know, maybe an opportunity to connect, maybe an opportunity to have a relationship, maybe an opportunity to take it to the next level, right? But they're just like, well, just this strong energy of kind of waiting for that chance, or waiting for you know, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, waiting for that goodness to happen, or, you know, waiting for them to waiting for them to take you up on that offer that you have of this goodness that you've got to offer, this beautiful relationship or your beautiful loving heart, and just saying, look here, I'm offering this to you, I'm offering my energy to you, I'm waiting, what, you know, what's going to happen. So there's this energy of sort of being in limbo. I feel like they've been quite slow, and that they're holding back, because we've got the Knight of Pentacles. He is the slowest mover in the tarot, no doubt about it. You know, I'm getting this energy of like, let me just reach my water, which I've put miles away again, of them dragging their heels, of them like, it's like they always need more time. It's like, I feel like you've given them, you've invested in them, you've given them chances, you've given them plenty of time, really. And they're still like, well, I need more time. I don't know what I want. I need to think about it more. Or maybe after this time, or maybe after the quarantine, or maybe after this has happened, then I'll be able to get back to you. But there's this energy with this Four of Pentacles, and this is at the center of your reading, so this is like quite a significant energy in your reading. This is like the theme of the reading for you, of this energy of withholding. Okay, so they've got that love that they could give, they've got that affection that they could give, they are in a time in their life, a situation where they could be in a relationship, but they're withholding that. They're withholding this goodness, they're withholding this opportunity, they're withholding this connection with this Four of Pentacles. This is someone who's holding on really tightly. This is somebody who likes to be in control of things, because when they're not in control, they don't feel safe, right? And it's just like, it's like they want to call the shots. Sorry, I'm just picking up on something. It's like they want to call the shots. They want to have it their way. So that it doesn't mean they're a bad person at all. It's just to do with how they invest in relationships. This is what I'm saying, actually. They're just like, I'm waiting patiently for you to invest in me, and you're being really slow about it, and withholding the answer, or withholding the love, or withholding the answers, or withholding, you know, that definitive answer of what you need so that you can move forward. But clarity is coming, justice. Clarity is coming. This is, things are going to balance out like crazy, and you will get the verdict that you need. If there's something that you need to hear from them in order for this connection to move forward, or in order for you to move forward yourself, because at the moment we're just in stagnation, aren't we? We've got this Four of Pentacles in the middle of your reading, and this is just stagnant, stuck energy, like holding on. When people hold on, it's always due to fear, but you will get the verdict that you need. You will get the answers that you need from this person about how it is they're really feeling, what it is that they really want. So this is the energy, this is what we're working towards, and that's going to bring you more balance. You're going to like know where you stand. I think this is important. Am I right? I think this is resonating with you. I think this is important, that you know where you stand with this, rather than kind of being in a limbo where you're just waiting all the time. You know, and then there is this like energy here when I'm looking at the Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, you know, from the beginning of your reading, of kind of false hope. That like they're just like keeping you on the hook. for later. Oh yeah, maybe in the future we can do this, or when things are better, or when things are settled down, or when I've healed this, or then it might be a thing. Justice though, a verdict is coming. Let's look. Page of Wands. There is a spark here. There is the spark of attraction, a lot of flirtation, which I think is why it's kind of confusing. Maybe it's just like, you know, we've got so much going on. We've got brilliant chemistry. You know, we're really sparking off one another. We've got great chemistry. You know, maybe you have great sex if it's that kind of relationship. Maybe it's a friends with benefits and you're just like, oh, I want to take this to the next level. I want more from you. So they are attracted to you. There is this flirtation, there is this attraction, they are attracted to you. There is energy invested in this. But I feel like they're reluctant to take you up on that offer to make it more serious, okay, or to have a more serious connection. I feel like your person's got a lot of energy in, with this Three of Swords, in some, they're like committed to some sort of past hurt. So I'm getting a few messages here. For some of them, they've been hurt in the past, and you may not be aware of this, but I feel like for some of them, they're still hung up on someone from the past and they haven't cleansed themselves of that energy. They haven't processed or assimilated that loss that they experienced. All right, they could have lost someone close to them, like in a family where it could be the loss of a relationship that they had. Your connection could be on the back of another breakup that they have had or you have had, and then it feels like slightly wrong timing, like the energy isn't quite right for you to connect in a relationship right now. So that's what I'm picking up on here. For some of them, they may be afraid of deep love and deep commitment just because you know, they have childhood wounds or childhood trauma which makes them unavailable. I'm sensing there's this energy here of, like, for some of them, not for everybody, that they are emotionally unavailable. Okay, and if this is true for you, then it will resonate with you and you'll just kind of know, or maybe perhaps you know already. We can't change other people. All we can do is to get into right alignment with the right people and out of alignment with the wrong people, the people who are wrong for us. Ultimately, the people who are right for us will be in our lives. We cannot miss out on something which is ours by divine right, right? You cannot miss out on something which is yours, which is meant for you. So don't worry about that. But there's a lot of this energy that they've got is caught up in dealing with a past breakup or dealing with past hurt, or they're kind of committed to not wanting to get hurt again. That they have. But closing your reading is the Ace of Swords. This is powerful. The truth is going to come out for you. You will see this play out. You can invite that energy into your life. There is a beautiful winged, beautiful unicorn on this card. It is so powerful. So the truth is going to come out. I see this with justice here as well. I see a lot of clarity coming in for you. I see that when you're just like, okay, I understand now. I see the bigger picture. I understand this person. I understand what they're doing, or that they can't be there for me, or that they can't give me what I want, or they're not in a place in their life where they're able to do that for whatever reason, right? I see good communication though between you, where you really kind of get clarity, where you get answers, where you have that kind of heart-to-heart conversation, right? And that feels really good to you, and that's going to give you the what am I sensing? So I'm just sensing, because it's like this Ace of Swords at the end of your reading, I'm just feeling like it's like a drawing a line in the sand, right? You're just like, okay, I can separate myself from this energy. I can understand this clearly. I understand what's going on. And that is just so expansive. It makes you feel so good. Just like getting the truth from them about how they really feel or what it is that they really want, rather than just being in confusion or being in limbo or whatever it is. All right, so looking at this, the answer to your question, is it worth the wait? I feel like, you know, or are they worth waiting for? I feel like they're caught up in some past energies, or they need to assimilate, you know, some of their past hurt or another relationship or what it is that's going on here. So I think it's worth waiting until you can have this beautiful conversation where you can connect and really understand each other, and then draw that line in the sand, and then you can decide what you need to do. But I just feel like they're holding on really tightly. They're being really slow. There's so much slow energy here. I feel like they're putting you off and making you wait and keeping you in this limbo. I feel like it's really unfair. I don't think it's because they're a bad person. I don't see that here at all. I just think they're making you wait. And I think Spirit is really saying, well, how long do you want to wait for? So let's take a look. Let's see if we can get some clarity with your oracle cards. All right, so we have the card Loss. This is very similar to that Three of Swords energy that we were just looking at. So I feel like, and then we've got the card Memories. So I feel like your person is really reminiscing about the past. I feel like they're caught up energetically, perhaps with somebody else. Maybe they went through a bad breakup. Maybe they still have residual feelings for somebody, or they just haven't quite recalibrated or assimilated those energies from a past relationship. So that is indicated here. So it's just like, well, how long do you want to wait for them to sort this stuff out? So it's up to you, really, you know, especially with this Ace of Swords energy. Spirit is really saying, yeah, there's a connection here, yeah, there's a spark here, but is it worth waiting for you? What I'm seeing here is that they can keep you in limbo for a long, long time. So I would say it isn't worth the wait. It isn't worth it. It's what it isn't worth. It's not worth putting your life on hold and closing yourself off to other opportunities and other options and other beautiful experiences that you can have to to exchange love, to experience fun and flirtation and beauty and abundance, right? This doesn't feel like an abundant energy. It's like a holding on energy of contraction. We have the card Release. So this is an energy of letting go, of not continuing to wait for them right now. Remember, we're just looking at the energies right now and seeing what's going on with your person. But I feel like it's going to feel very empowering for you if you do that. You're going to feel a lot of freedom, and it's going to come from this place of like absolute certainty. This is what we have with the Ace of Swords, absolute certainty of just knowing that that is the right thing for you and this person to do at this stage in your lives. All right, and we have the beautiful card Have Faith. You are divinely protected and guided through all of this, even if this is painful for you. Trust your faith in this situation. Have faith that everything is unfolding for your highest good, okay? You will get the answers that you need. You will feel much better about doing this. But Spirit's saying, don't put your life on hold for this person. Continue living your life. Let them process what they need to process and get into a more positive heart space and head space, and then see where you're at, but keep working on your own goals and dreams, and have faith that everything is working out for your highest good. Walk by faith and not by sight. Okay, so regardless of how things seem, you are being taken care of. All right, show yourself that compassion. You are being taken care of by Spirit. You are being guided in the right direction. You are supported, and you are always loved. Please know that. All right, I'm sorry if this isn't what you wanted to hear, but it's only your message if it resonates. Remember that. And hopefully it's given you that opportunity to reflect on the energies surrounding your connection. All right, but Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. So for coming into right alignment with your soulmate using feminine energy, which is the energy of receiving, which so often we may struggle with. So if you want to find out more about that, there's some on my Instagram. I've got more videos on IGTV about masculine and feminine energy and about soulmate relationships and about manifestation. Loads of good stuff on there. So check me out on there, Lumiere_mystic, and check out my website if you want to see my book and my meditations. All right. Only if it resonates with you though, of course. But I'm sending you lots of love in your situation, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 3. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get started, I do want to put out a trigger warning for you all. Please know that my readings do contain both light and shade, so that you can get a full picture of your situation and get the clarity that you need and this opportunity to reflect. So if you're new to the channel, you may not know that, so please just bear that in mind. If you don't want to know the answer to the question, please don't ask the question, really, or don't maybe consider not doing this reading. All right, but I'm going to start with your tarot cards today, and then I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later. All right, so we're opening the reading with the Death card. No messing around today. Beautiful Queen of Wands here, 9 of Cups, Temperance, the Chariot, 8 of Wands, interesting, 10 of Swords, this is from the Good Tarot, 2 of Wands, all of my decks are linked in the description box, and the Page of Cups, if you are ever interested. Okay, this is like a lot of powerful energies here. So we've got Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Cancer's energy represented here. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, that may resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it too much. So, right, the Death card, let's talk about it. Opening your reading with this powerful energy of the Major Arcana Death card. We are getting comfortable. Why do I never get comfortable before I start? Look at this. This is a time of transformation for you. I don't see an ending here. I don't see, because this is at the start of your reading, this isn't an ending. This is a powerful transformation. Now, be aware that transformation can feel uncomfortable. This is change. Spirit is saying to me, change. Change is happening. Change is coming, and it is change for the better. So you don't need to worry. But when we go through this process of energies being assimilated, of things changing, of things being in flux, is what I'm hearing. You're in a state of flux right now as you're watching this video. That can feel uncomfortable, can feel painful. We can have emotions come up, we can get triggered. But this is change. It's change coming in between you and your person, and it's change for the better. All right. They are very attracted to you with this Queen of Wands energy. There is this magnetic attraction here. The Queen of Wands is powerful. So I see you're not giving up your power to this person. You're not going to wait for them forever. You just want to make sure that you know that you've got all the facts before you make your decision, but you're staying in your power. Okay, you're letting them come to you. This is the beautiful, empowered way of doing things. This is the law of attraction. Not waiting for somebody else to determine your life. You are still grounded and rooted and in your own power. And you are magnetically drawing in this happiness with this 9 of Cups energy. This is your wish being fulfilled. You're just like, I want things to change between us. I want to know what's going on. I want to get back to this happiness, this emotional fulfillment, or I want to get to that place. And you have all the power that you need between you both to be able to do that. I see that here really strongly. This is very positive. I think this is a connection which is worth waiting for, is worth the wait, definitely. We'll talk about it in more detail, but there's a lot of passion here, there's a lot of love here. This is what I'm seeing. When I see the Wands and the Cups together, it's a nice combination of love and passion. So it's not just lust, So there are feelings here. So there's energy being directed into this emotional fulfillment, into this happiness. I feel like your person does want to make you happy. They're trying to work out how to do that. They are assimilating their own lessons on one level in order to kind of be that person who can make you happy, to come towards you, to invest in this in a really powerful way. So Queen of Wands is forward motion. This is about you kind of getting what you want. So be clear with the universe about what it is that you want, what it is that you want to manifest. When we have wishy-washy ideas about what we want, we get wishy-washy results, right? So Spirit's really saying, be clear about what you want, and then you will get the happiness that you need. Now this is super interesting because we have Temperance next to the Chariot. Temperance is a really slow energy, it's patient energy. Chariot is fast moving, okay? So I feel like you have been very patient with your person. I feel like it's going to pay off for you. It's going to be very positive. Let me take some water. At least I've got water this time. The amount of times when I sit down and I haven't got any tea or water or something and I just have to plow on through. Well done me. Right, so yeah, this Temperance energy, you've been waiting for them, you've been patient, that's good. I think you've given them the time that they need to really work out their stuff. And that's a good thing. There's a little Temperance, there's a little bit of healing energy in there. There's a little bit of balance coming in. So I think, you know, you've just been doing you, focusing on your own goals and dreams, making yourself happy. And that's given them the space and the framework that they need to be able to come towards you with the Chariot. It's so beautiful. I think this is working out really well. I think this is going to work out really well as well. I think it is working out well. You know, these energies are being processed right now. They're coming forward for you right now. So yeah, you've given them that space that they need to think things through, to contemplate, to be measured in order to come towards you. Now, the Chariot is about being torn between the head and the heart. So there are factors here at play in your person where they're just like, well, you know, I've got these beautiful feelings for them. I feel, you know, I've got emotions. I'm emotionally invested in this, but there are these practical issues. Like, what about this? What about the long term? What about money? What about distance, right? Whatever it is. So there are some practical issues at play against, you know, what it is that they feel in their beautiful heart space. Cancer's energy represented here. So there's this pull of kind of overcoming obstacles that I'm picking up on. So what is it that, how does this resonate for you? What is this obstacle? Is it a practical thing, or is it something emotional, like a misunderstanding? But this really indicates, because this is at the center of your reading, this is the theme of your reading, this is success in being able to find solutions, in being able to meet the head and the heart, you know, and join those forces together to be able to move forward. So I feel it's worth waiting for, because there's so much energy invested in this, and there's a lot of impetus for the future, for you to be able to move forward, right? With this 8 of Wands, moving forward. These two together are super powerful with the Chariot and then the 8 of Wands. So powerful forward motion for you, really being able to see progress. That space that you've given them is really going to pay off, you know, kind of trusting in the process, trusting in the unfolding, you doing your own thing, and then, you know, that creating the space for them to come forward to you and to be all in. This is what I'm hearing. They're going to be all in. They're going to be blowing up your phone. They're going to be wanting to experience your energy. They're going to be wanting to be in your life, and they're going to be wanting to kind of move forward with this in whatever way resonates with you, whatever way is kind of needed, is what I'm sensing in your situation. All right, but lots and lots of forward motion. They may be blowing up your phone. They want to be experiencing your energy. They kind of want to travel to be with you. This may not be possible, depending. I know that a lot of people are coming out of quarantine now, but not everybody. But they definitely want to be in your space. They want to come to you. Spirit's saying, let them come to you. Don't chase them. Don't put pressure on them. Let them come to you, because when they come to you, they're going to come to you full force, all in. And I think that's kind of your wish coming true. So I do see this as definitely worth waiting for. Temperance energy, waiting, but powerful, assimilating and healing as well with Death card, the Temperance. You have all the power here. You don't need to give your power away saying, you know, when are you going to choose me? When are you going to sort this out? You can just do you. And then that's going to make you magnetic to them to come rushing towards you, to want to experience this energy that you're in, because you bring them, you are their wish, just as much as you are theirs, okay? Ten of Swords coming in here. So next to the Two of Wands. So they're done with waiting. They're done, and maybe you are as well. They're done with waiting. They're done with the status quo. They're done with things being as they are. They want to move forward. Okay, so there's this kind of end to how things were. There's this end to the limbo or the uncertainty, and they're just, you know, full on force. They're deciding what they want. They're moving forward with it. They're making that decision. So I see that maybe a decision has had to be made. As well, they're making that decision, a strong, powerful, decisive, you know, this is just like, Ten of Swords is just like, I'm done with that now. I'm done with this waiting, you know. Two of Wands is about kind of waiting for stuff. So they're just kind of done with waiting. Maybe you're done with waiting, but that waiting time is over. And that's what I see in the near future for you. And then we have the beautiful Page of Cups to close your reading. So what I'm seeing here, for some of you, this may be an apology that they're coming forward with. Okay, maybe they're sorry for something that they've done. Maybe they're sorry for making you wait so long, or not being able to tell you what it is that they wanted, or not being able to express that. That is just a message for some of you. For others, it's just, you know, them reaching out with this, you know, being able to connect with you, being able to flirt with you, okay? It's like, what I'm sensing is it's a start, right? It's a start. It's a step in the right direction is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I feel really excited, like I'm full of like the bubbles in champagne, right? So it feels exciting. It's just like, okay, we feel like we're back on track. I'm definitely hearing that as well, seeing this Chariot and Eight of Wands and the Temperance together. Look at this. This is like getting back on track, getting back into right alignment, getting onto the same page with one another and feeling good about it. So the waiting time is over. And I see them being able to come towards you, just being like, yeah, I am interested. Yeah, or just like, you know, this is really the energy of a crush as well. So if you're talking about a crush, you know, this is about your crush coming forward to you, about, you know, things coming good, about things progressing with a crush. If not, maybe this person wants to apologize, but whatever it is, you're coming into this time where it's a start. There are some emotions involved, a little bit of flirtation, maybe a little date, something like this. It's the first step on a journey towards something greater, towards getting to know each other, or being able to get onto the same page, or moving forward. But it feels positive. There's like flirtation, there's happiness, there's like shared humor is what I'm hearing from Spirit, and just that being able to help you to bond with one another. So I see this connection as being worth the wait. I see a lot of forward motion here. I see the ability to be able to overcome challenges that you've maybe experienced, but there's definitely this energy of just like, I'm done with waiting. I'm done with not having them in my life, in my space, in my energy. And this is what I want, because this is what makes me happy. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, this is super interesting. We have the card Apology. Right, I just mentioned that with this Page of Cups, because sometimes that can indicate an apology. So maybe they're sorry for how they behaved, maybe they're sorry because they've done you wrong, maybe they're just sorry for missing an opportunity, or not recognizing that you were into them, or that this was a thing, or I feel like they had other priorities or other stuff that was going on in their life, which was a distraction to them. But it says return, forgiveness, gifts. You see, the Page of Cups can indicate gifts as well, and also just like a surprise ending right, to this. Just be like, I've been waiting such a long time. I didn't think anything was ever going to come of this. I didn't think you'd ever notice me. I didn't think you'd ever talk to me. I didn't think you'd ever come back. Whatever it is going to be a surprise to you. So I'm hearing out of the blue as well. So maybe it's like when you give up and you let go of that energy, it kind of comes back towards you. But it says apology, so they may have something to apologize for. They want to come back towards you, to return into your life, to apologize for that thing. We have the energy of contemplation. Again, this mirrors our reading with the tarot, with the temperance, very similar energies. About you having given them that space is what they needed to be able to come to their own conclusions without any pressure. So I feel like your person is thinking about this. They are coming to conclusions. It's not like they're kind of drifting away. It's something that's really on their mind. You know, this connection and you is something that they're really thinking about seriously, which I think is positive. This is interesting. We have the card concealing. All right, it says secrets, mysteries, hiding. Now, I don't feel like this is like particularly shady in any way. I don't feel like it's like Seven of Swords energy or anything like that. What I sense is that it's more like the energy of the High Priestess making her presence known in this reading, of just kind of like, not everything is revealed to you at this moment, okay? There's more to this situation than meets the eye. You don't know everything about this. Then you may have made assumptions, right, about what's going on with them or what's going to happen, but that's not how it's going to play out. And there's more to this story and to this connection than you currently know. So it may also be that this person has been hiding how they've been feeling about you, especially if it's a crush like we see here with the Page of Cups. So they may have just been hiding, just concealing how they feel about you, or you've been concealing how you feel about them. So it's going to be like this, these things coming out in the open, or maybe it hasn't been spoken about explicitly. You know, maybe they haven't said those 3 little words to you. So I see that here. We have the card Love is All Around You from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Really lovely card. This is a 16, so that may resonate with you, which breaks down to a 7, which also may be significant to you. There is love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this as the truth. I'm getting a lot of positive high vibration from this reading. Spirit is just really reminding you to tune in to the energy of love. We always have the energy of love available to us, or the energy of fear. That's all there really is. We see a lot of different things in life, but ultimately all there ever is love and fear. So Spirit is really saying, you know, do a meditation, do some loving kindness, connect into your beautiful loving heart space, come from the heart space, and all will be well. You can say that all is well in my world, all is well in my heart, all is well in my life. Okay, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope you have found it beneficial. Or it's helped you in some way. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and your energy with me here on the channel. It's been just so lovely. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration. People write to me with their beautiful stories, and you know, and saying that it's really worked for them, and that it's created shifts and dissolved blocks and brought them into union with people, and like all kinds of amazing stuff. So, and they're really relaxing. You don't need to be good at meditation to do that. You can even fall asleep because the subconscious mind is always listening. So check that out. They're linked in the description box. Loads more information on my website and my book, Attract Soulmate Love, only if it resonates. But you're always in my thoughts. Have an amazing week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye.